this is Matt.
Hey, I'm Bianca.
And we're from everybodyswing.com. And Jamaica. Yeah, we're actually recording this at Hedonism in Jamaica. This is like day 3 for us. And it's like cloudy and overcast, so we're like, we can't really swim at the pool right now, so this is a perfect time to record something.
We could swim at the pool.
Yeah, but it's just not as nice on the skin.
No, it'd probably be better because we're always hiding from the sun anyways.
That's true. Yeah, if you're from Seattle, then the sun is not our friend. And
it was funny because yesterday we had all the Seattle people like hovering in the shaded area. People would come over and be like, "You guys are really white."
Oh, and we actually have to make sure that we do mention. This trip is sponsored by Tom's Trips. Those guys are awesome, and they're actually helping they're partnering with us for the trip that we're taking here. That we're doing the takeover September 23rd through 30th, 2017, and of course Club Sapphire, who is our local club in the Seattle area. So if you happen to be in Seattle, check them out. And speaking of Seattle and our pasty white skin, we actually are talking to Dave and Gina, who have been actually friends of ours for years and have very pasty skin and hairy skin apparently. We've known you guys now for since we got in the lifestyle. Okay, so I remember the first time we met you guys. All right, so this was they're all looking at me like, what? That's how memorable we are. But okay, so we were in the lifestyle like 3 months or 4 months, and we went to a Club Sapphire event. This was New Year's. Okay, this was New Year's when there was a guy in a tux, and she was like, that was like our second full swap situation.
I'm a sucker for a tux.
Yeah. And we were like, we had finished up with this couple, and we were actually leaving the party, and we ran into you guys, and you guys are like, hey, we're Dave and Gina, who are you guys? And we started talking, I remember we started making out. And
okay, so I totally remember this. I didn't know it was you guys, though.
That's awesome. You know, it's funny because I do remember that, and I do remember you guys.
Did I just remind you, or
no? I'm thinking, you did just remind me, but yes.
And then we were like, why did we leave?
That was it. The hotel takeover.
We were so new, and we're like, I don't know. Do you just have sex with one couple? Do you have sex with as many people as you can? Like,
we'd already had sex. We're not supposed to do it again.
You baby white
We were like, but wait, we're on our way to Denny's.
Denny's is good.
Denny's is good. Denny's is the swingers' late night favorite hangout.
Exactly.
So how long have you guys been in the lifestyle?
Well, we've been fucking friends for
17 years now.
You guys are good friends.
Yes.
We are.
But I didn't know that there was a whole community of people and that there was a name for it at the time. Apparently he did. He just didn't share it with me.
I didn't know she was that naive.
But we had heard about New Horizons in Everett. It's closed now, but and I have been trying to get him to go there for ages, and he didn't ever want to go. He was worried about the whole 70s vibe,
the tea party,
shag carpet.
Well, you were excited about those things?
No, he was worried about that. I'm like, it's not going to be that way, and I couldn't convince him. So we have a friend that came over to our house, and she came into my bedroom. I was showing her, I think, an album that I had done, like a boudoir photo album for Dave, and we weren't sexual with her at the time. And she sees my magic wand on my floor in my bedroom. And so she has to think about it for like a week. So she thought about it for a week, and she's like, hey, Gina, is that magic wand for massage? I'm like, oh, hell no, it's for sex. And she goes, well, I've got a story for you. And she is with Club Sapphire and says that they're going to be doing a hotel takeover in Ocean Shores. And I'm like, oh, well, we have sex with friends. And so she's like, well, you guys should totally come check it out. Since we knew somebody normal, I finally got him to a club.
Well, kind of normal.
Normal.
But at the time,
pretty normal.
daughter was dating our son.
Okay.
They're no longer dating, but they dated for like 3.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So had you always been dating or having sex with friends since you guys got together, or how did that start?
I don't know. It was about 3 years in, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So you guys were fully monogamous before that, or no, or you don't even remember?
Yeah,
Sure.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Though
I'm horrible at
she's,
monogamy.
She's not a very good
I
monogamist.
Suck.
All
I
right.
suck at it. I'm horrible. It's a good thing that I found him because
Yeah.
I'm a big fat cheater if I am not in an open relationship.
Left to her own devices.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
No,
be.
It's bad.
So that's actually an interesting topic. That was something that's been on my mind a lot, and I'm curious if. Okay, let me back up. I since we started also being in addition to swingers, we're also polyamorous, and I've had a lot of conversations with people recently in both sections that have started from a place of cheating, and I'm just kind of curious how common that is. Like if there's some sort of basis to that, because I guess it's like when you're fully monogamous that you tend to be like, this person's mine, I don't want to share or anything like that. But then if cheating happens, then it tends to open up that door. Does that make sense? Where it's like, well, that really, I mean, if you get past the whole cheating thing,
Right,
ignoring
right.
the mental side of that it ends up not being a big deal. I mean, if you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
That's not how we started. We just always talked about sex and checked out girls together. And it was kind of cool because I got to be myself.
Okay.
I didn't have to hide that I was attracted to women, and I don't know why I felt the need to
Or
hide
other
that I
men.
was attracted to women before that.
Right.
But I felt like I kind of suppressed part of my sexuality before we got together, and then just being very open and talking a lot.
Right.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the cheating comes around because of the jealousy,
Right.
or that possessiveness that person is mine. And I don't know, it seems like most of the people that I know that have gotten in the lifestyle, if they got into it early, they were confident enough, or they started out that way from the beginning,
Right.
or it took them a long time to get into the lifestyle because you have to build that trust with your partner that this will be okay. And I mean, it's certainly not a fix for a bad marriage, but we have found it just augments a good marriage. But you can cheat even though you're a swinger. A lot of people don't even understand that. It's like, oh, we can fucking. It's like, no, I'm selective about what I play with. There has to be something there for me, a relationship there for me. It has to be somebody that I would want to hang out with outside of the bedroom,
Okay.
not just.
I don't care.
She
I
doesn't
just
care.
talk.
She'll.
And
Yeah.
so we have a rule that, as long as I tell him within a week, it's not cheating.
So a week afterward?
A week, yeah.
Weekend.
Within
So
a
it's like,
week.
oh, by the way,
after it
last
happened.
Tuesday there was a Scotch
Yeah.
supermarket.
A few days. I mean, it's like.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to hear about it when he's at work.
Right.
But
Okay.
he does want to hear about it when we're in bed fucking, and then I tell him all the people that I played with the last few days.
Alright.
He kind of gets him off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if it happens, it doesn't normally.
So is that mutual? As far as the same type of thing, I mean, do you have that same rule?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
it
though
doesn't happen
I know
nearly
you're
as
a
often,
girl,
right?
you're an attractive girl, Gene. I'm sure it happens much more often to you. I understand how it works. It's very unfair. It's cool. I've gotten past that.
Are you kidding me? You
What?
have like 4 fuck buddies or something. I have one
Okay.
boyfriend.
Well, okay. Well, backing up on that is that's actually what you want. So
That's true.
Yeah. You're perfectly content with that. It's actually funny. We were
That's
talking.
very
So we've been here 2 nights. The first night we basically got here and fell asleep. The second night we actually found a really hot couple and we played with them last night. And this morning we were just talking about that, going, gosh, besides your boyfriend and myself, when was the last time you had sex with another guy?
I honestly don't remember.
It's been
a
a
long time.
while. It just hasn't happened that way. We haven't done
I'm
too
like
much lifestyle
monogamous.
stuff.
Swinger,
Monogamish.
polyish.
Monogamish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You found 2 really good dicks, and you're just like,
I'm
all right.
content.
All right. So well, we were talking earlier about your boyfriend. So an interesting subject that seems to come up a bit is, okay, so we've been together 20 some odd years, and we pretty much know the ins and outs of everything sexually that we like with each other. However, since we've branched off and played with others in separate situations, whether it's polyamorous or separate room or whatever it might be, that we found that we're starting to find little kinks and things that interest us that either didn't interest us before, or they were not hidden, but they were just so down there we just didn't really care about it or know about it, or it never came up in conversation. You want to expand on that?
I don't know where you're going.
So you have a boyfriend.
I do have
all
a
right.
boyfriend. Yeah.
And is it completely vanilla?
Giggle.
Yeah.
I think that was no.
It's funny because he and I, when we first got together, we talked about, like, you get to know each other and basically like an interview of, what are you into? Are you into this? And I was like, I haven't tried it. I don't know. So, we try stuff every once in a while to see, like, what I'm into in that. But it's funny because for the most part, we're very vanilla. But we add sprinkles once in a while.
Okay.
I had an amazing experience recently. We had a great time in bed. And we were just laying there afterwards, and I was just kind of like rubbing his back, and he was going to get up to shower, and I was just being lazy laying in bed. And then he got the flogger out, and for whatever, I don't remember why or how it came up, but he started flogging me. Fucking turned me on. Like, he's flogged me before, but I don't know if it's because we'd already fucked, or if it was because, I don't know why, whatever it was, but I was like, I need to go again. And he's like, hands me the Hitachi and was like, here you go, baby. He was like, I'm done, I'm sorry, here you go. So he went and showered, and then when he got back, he was helping me out and everything. It was awesome. But so I guess I'm just vlogging now. But the thing is I wouldn't necessarily trust just anybody with, like, last night there was a gentleman at dinner who had a flogger, and I thought of my boyfriend flogging me and got like all turned on, and we were talking, the guy and I were talking about the flogger last night, and he offered, and I was like, no, I need to get to know you a little bit better. I'm not like, I have to be able to really trust the person to do that kind of stuff with me. So, yeah.
Right. But do you and I flog each other?
No. I said I have to trust the person.
That's true. I would get the other end of the flogger and I would just stick it up your ass. Whether you
would.
like. Yeah,
he probably would.
Sounds okay.
Well, back to what I was talking about, in the sense that you and I don't really do BDSM
No,
stuff.
he tries to tie me up, and I laugh, and I get out of it so easily. But when my boyfriend ties me up, it's totally hot, and I'm bratty a little bit, but way more bratty to you.
Right, and
there's no way I'd call you sir or daddy. Ever.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna make you want to call me those.
I don't call him daddy.
You call me daddy.
No, I'm not calling anybody daddy. No.
All right, I'm done then. All right.
Sorry, you got 4 other people.
So we don't have a BDSM relationship, no. and well, as far as the tying up is concerned, you know me so well, and we've had sex for so many years, and we have, I'd say fairly vanilla sex when it's just the two of us, not an orgy or something. That you've expanded your interest in this BDSM with this person, or being tied up with this person, because when you and I have played that, it's almost more of like a joke, because you can't take it seriously in me being some dominant guy, because you just because we kid around so much,
right?
And to add on to that, I have been with a few other girls who love to be dominated, and that's actually where our relationship started from. That they like being held down or tied down or choked or whatever it might be. That you like that as well, but not necessarily from me.
Right.
Which is
even like the person I was with last night was trying a little bit. I think we'd had a conversation. I'm not sure we've talked to so many people, but we had a conversation. I was with someone years ago, at least over a year ago, and he went to spank me, and it was just a little tap, a little and it was just dude, put some power into it. It was, I almost turned around and started laughing, but I didn't. But I was like, what the fuck? Do it. Or, but I'm sure he was just kind of testing the waters, but I didn't give him any reason to I didn't look back and be like, what the fuck, you know? So it's like, do it again, but put some power behind it. He didn't. It was just like, so I was talking about this with the couple last night, and so I think he knew he could be a little rougher with me.
So, do you two ever find, since you do play with other people in separate rooms, that type of thing, that is there ever a time where sex with someone else is just like you both think you like something with someone that you might not like with each other?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there definitely are things that I do with other people that I don't necessarily do with Dave.
For example?
Sex.
Yeah, right.
Does that with me anymore?
No, we're married.
We're married.
What's the point of that?
How we swing because we're married.
Sex with a spouse. That's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
You agreed with that a little too much.
I guess that we always have very kind of an equal relationship in the bedroom. Like
Okay.
we don't have a power play at all. There's no power exchange between the two of us.
Right.
And I do have a power exchange with other people that I play with.
Okay.
I have one of my friends who he always tries to top me, and I'm not allowing him to. And so there's this push and pull with him, and it's freaking hilarious, and we
It's
love
fun.
it. And
It's a lot of
it's
fun.
just a lot of
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
As a non-participant, it's fun to watch them.
yeah. But he's the only one that I have that power play with because I'm a very more of a top girl. I don't.
Okay. And so what would happen if suddenly Dave said, okay, here we go, and he tried to do that with you?
Yeah, no, it would just.
So that's interesting. So it's really the
Yeah.
same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it's that you can experiment with others in ways that not necessarily you wouldn't want to with your spouse,
Right.
but that you're. So with this gentleman, you've pretty much. Would you say you started your relationship this way, or every time you played, or not necessarily, but it's kind of grown
I
from the
think that from the beginning, and we've been playing with them for
14 years.
Yeah, probably 14 years. They're one of the first couples that we've had, kind of a long-term on and off again, playing with them. And yeah, so with him, it's definitely.
And I do think that whoever you're with, there's different personalities and that kind of stuff. Like I said, my boyfriend can be very dominant feeling, and I feel intimidated a lot of times with him, which I like. It's fine, but it's very rare that I take over something, that I do something, and he loves it when I do, but it's rare. But then there are other guys that I've been with that I know well that, I am, I guess, more of a top. I mean, I'm not I'm I do whatever it is. I don't know, ride him or whatever. It's more, I'm more in charge.
So are you a top with me?
Yes.
Oh. That's interesting she thinks that.
It's interesting you don't.
Well, it's interesting because I find that we have pretty equal playing fields, mainly because I'm a top with other girls, and, but you're a bottom. Would you say you're a bottom with your boyfriend?
Yes.
You say you're a bottom with your boyfriend, okay, and that's interesting. And so you're saying we actually are both switching. You're saying I'm a bottom with you, but I'm a top with everyone else, and you're a top with me, and you're a bottom with your other guy. Oh, that's really interesting, because I don't particularly agree in the fact that you say you're a top. I would say that we switch around a little bit. Because
I let you believe that.
Wow. All right. So you'll see. All right.
Yeah. And we'll see.
I don't know that we have a top bottom at all, really.
No,
It's
there's
very
really not a power exchange
yeah.
in the
Well,
bedroom
I've
with
always
us.
felt that way with Bianca too. However, I would say probably in the last year or so, and honestly, she's been with her boyfriend now about 2 years, so that probably has helped with the evolution of as far as that type of thing is concerned. Because beforehand, I never thought top or bottom or anything. We had sex. It was I was on top, then she was on top, then I was on top. I mean, it was just normal types of, I would say, fairly vanilla sex. But I definitely have noticed a difference in us almost, not arguing isn't the right thing, but almost both of us kind of trying to do power plays, being kind of fighting to be the one on top a bit. But I will gladly let her, because I love the fact that she likes that.
I would let her too.
Yeah, no, so if I just picked random sex with Bianca that wasn't, it's a big romantic thing. It was just like, okay, we've got a half hour. We added the romantic.
Big romantic thing.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that?
Right? I had somebody tell me that, oh my God, Dave's got such stamina and he can go for hours. I'm like, why don't I ever get that? Like, we have sex, it's like we both know what gets each other off, and we have married sex, and it's great.
Exactly.
It is great.
But we never
like
have marathon
There's
sex.
not 2-hour sex anymore.
And exactly where I was going with that, because with girls that I play with, I'll go for 2-3 hours, and I'm just like, yeah, this is fun, and I love it when a girl is just like, just match, just like, okay, let's cool it down or whatever, because like I'm gonna be bow-legged tomorrow or something like that. I'm like, yeah, all right, that means I did good work, whatever. But then when it comes to Bianca, I love the fact that I love her to death, and I can't control myself around her. Where it's like, I'll fuck if it's like I said, just generic, like, hey, let's have sex. I'll start things out and we'll have sex for a few minutes, and then she's like, okay, flip over, man, on your back. I'm like, okay, and I'm laying there, and she'll climb on me, and it's very quickly. I mean, I'm like, after 30 seconds going, all right, baseball, because I don't want to come, because she just knows my body so well that she is the only person that is able to do that, where other girls have said to me many times, they're like, they wish they could get me to come faster. But I don't like that. I like the fact that
So he wants it over with when it's with me, but with the other girls, he'll go for 2 hours.
That's what I'm hearing too.
Is that what you're hearing?
Thank you.
No.
It's more of a.
I think we're being ganged up on, is what
I enjoy myself in a different way with Bianca. That. I can actually just relax and go, okay, she is so amazing. I love to watch her on top of me. Her boobs is flying everywhere. I have to describe this. And then her blonde hair seductively for the people that are listening, seductively flowing over me, and her chest heaving and sweat dripping. I don't know.
And don't forget the way that ass nestles right in your
and she grinds in like a circular motion on top of me. Yeah, just like that.
There we go. And that's what the viewers want to see.
And
that pole dancing.
And like 30 seconds in, I'm like, I can be done if I want to be done right now. Luckily, I can hold things in if I need to. That just takes training to do that. But even that's difficult with Bianca, because I'm so attracted to the way that she takes control of me in that sense.
So what he's saying is he likes to be a bottom.
Only with you, baby. Only with you, baby. You can.
I'm gonna get the flogger out.
I can see that.
Yeah, well, yes, and it is interesting how since joining the lifestyle, Bianca has become so much more empowered, I guess is the right word. I mean, you people that are watching or listening or whatever, you get this, you get a vibe from Bianca. Anybody who's met her, that she's a very strong woman, that she knows what she wants, and she gets it, she takes it, but she's actually very shy, and you see her in a social situation, she's very quiet, that type of thing. But you get her in a sexual, context, and
or a couple of shots in
or a couple of shots in you.
Noted.
And she becomes a very, very, very dominating entity in the room of like, fuck, look at that girl. Wow, I want that one to be just all over me, because you just have this
we
air
think
about
that
you.
anyways.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
She
talking
doesn't
about.
need the shots
If you
for
would have
that.
known her before the lifestyle, you'd been like, oh, she seems nice. She seems nice. But now she's like, fuck, look at me. And you're the same way, Gina. I mean, it's just like you have a dominance about you that's like
Gina's hot.
right, yeah, no, but
I know, like, I've had a couple people, like, Gina will come up and pull my hair back and start kissing my neck, or, like, we were at the club once and you were dancing behind me, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is, but it's awesome. And then I turn around, I'm like, oh, it's Gina, yay! But I'm starting to get to know it now, because, like, I was standing in the restaurant yesterday, and you came and pulled my hair, and you have this different way of doing it, and then someone else did that to me, and I'm like, that's not Gina, who the fuck is that?
Yes. That's actually one thing I hear from a lot of girls that Gina likes and plays with, is that she needs to give a handful of hair lessons. That's the way she does it. She teaches people how to do that right. Because I don't know what it is that she does, but apparently I can't do it.
So what's
I think
what's
men
the trick?
tend to be a little bit shy about it. Like, they're like just a little bit.
get here, and she's gonna grab your hair.
Get where?
Get right here. Sit right here.
Towards me. Yeah, sit on his lap. There you go. That's perfect.
Oh, there we go.
So when you're pulling hair, you want to take your fingers, all 5 of them open, up the back of her neck, into her hair, and then grab. Like, just make a fist and then shake a little.
So you're not actually on the length of her hair. You're really more closer to the scalp.
It's like, just right in close. I mean, I barely have any hair back here, and somebody could still do that to me.
And you had a big grip between all of your fingers?
Yes, my hand was very open, and then I do this, and then I just shake a little bit. Was that good?
Yeah.
She approves. She approves.
Do me next.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Well, no, that's good. Okay, turn your head so that it's actually a better view that way as far as pretending you had ridiculous long locks of hair, Dave.
So you want to start at the base and kind of run your fingers up their neck even, and then grab and shake.
And shake. Shake. Okay.
But you don't actually want to pull it. You don't want to pull back. You just kind of want to keep your hand close to the head. So I'm not going to grab and do this. I'm going to grab and do this.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to feel like your hair's being pulled out.
Right.
But like that, even like with massage and stuff, where you do the hair pulling and the twisting and that kind of stuff, the same kind of thing, where you want to get a nice grip.
Sure.
Pull from down here.
Well, this was very informational.
Well,
good. Yeah.
On the other hand, with the things that I would do with other people that I wouldn't do with Dave, I was actually with a gentleman that had all the BDSM stuff. He had a whole room set up, and when I arrived, he was wearing a chastity device, and he gave me the key. Okay. And so he liked cock and ball torture. And so I was dressed up as a dom, and I got to do cock and ball torture to him, and that's what he enjoyed. And it was fucking fantastic. I loved it. And that is not something that I would ever do with Dave. One, he doesn't enjoy it, but we don't have that dynamic.
I can verify that as one thing she would never do with me.
But it was like one of the most incredible experiences of my life. It wasn't somebody that I was attracted to, and I was not having I wasn't going to have sex with him. I was just going to dom him and do cock and ball torture, and he had a full mask on so he couldn't see what was going on. I had clothespins on his balls, and then I pulled those off.
Oh dear God!
And then once I took the chastity device off, he actually had sounds, so I got to use the sounds down his cock, which is pretty fantastic.
And what?
Sounds.
What does that mean?
Sounds are metal rods that start small and go bigger, and you put lubrication on them, and they go down the way. Yes.
That's not okay.
Down the urethra,
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Well, I was going to say, to each his own, but I'm not going to try that. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm going to knock it. I'm going to knock it. I'm not going to try it. Wow.
So, that was a really incredible experience to be able to
And then, so you put the smaller ones in, and then you end up getting larger ones.
Then you remove it, and then you put a little bit bigger.
I've seen that with, on the other end, in the anal side, that people do that. They'll see, any anal beads start out small and then get larger.
Yeah, and then you've got a plug, too. You've got different plugs of different sizes to kind of
to create that gaping hole, and now you have a gaping hole in your urethra.
I don't think you have it. It doesn't stay like that. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No. Huh.
It's like most of your body parts. They kind of
expand.
They come back. One thing is you really have to be able to relax to do that, and if you can't relax through it,
and I got to tell you, if someone was sticking a giant needle in my penis, I wouldn't be relaxed.
It would be hard.
No. It wouldn't be hard.
It's not.
For me, it would be hard.
Maybe not for you.
No,
they're very smooth and rounded. So,
my penis would be the opposite of hard. It would have actually gone down inside of my body saying, get that fucking needle away from me.
See, but you don't know that until you try it.
See, and her dominating side is like, I'm going to wake him up in the middle of the night with a needle in my penis.
It's a rod, not a needle.
It's a rod.
Yes,
okay,
that makes it better.
So it's not as sharp at the end.
It's not sharp at all.
You don't know if you're going to
It's a dull needle. Okay,
you don't know if you're going to like anal until you try it, right?
You think rebar.
Think rebar, okay.
Oh, ow.
But smooth and not
smooth
hard.
rebar.
Yeah, that's good. Wow, and now that I'm crossing my legs, This has been
Note
very
to
informational
self,
for
stay
us.
away from
Yes.
Gina.
Not enough. Yeah. Too much alcohol in Gina, not a good idea. That's right.
Only if she has her rods around.
Well, that's right. I'd be like, yeah, I'm drunk. You know what? Fuck it. Stick something in there. See what happens.
Let's get Nat drunk.
How big is your pinky?
See, this is
We'll stick a rod in there. We'll get some plugs. Shove
this
those
is the
big
dominating
ones.
side I was talking about that I didn't like when you or that she didn't have before we got in Life's Honest. She's like, I just want to stick stuff in Matt. This is what happened.
I'm sure we can find someone with a huge ass plug.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Actually,
So one
Speaking
day
of.
we were at a Sapphire party, and it was when they were in the hotels, and there was a vendor there that had all sorts of sex toys.
Right?
And I was drunk. I did a drunk purchase. I was very drunk, and I found this big black cock. Literally big black cock.
Yeah.
It's huge,
When she says literally like this, it is literally that size.
and it weighs like 10 pounds.
oh my god.
And so I'm thrilled with this purchase, and I think that I'm going to play with this.
Yeah.
You know, no. At our party one year, one girl was able to actually take the head, and it took her like 45 minutes to get the
my
head. It was
gosh.
like a child's head.
Yeah.
Because it's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's a centerpiece at Girls Uncorked that
Oh,
we
awesome.
host. We host once a month.
Centerpiece, so you have like
It's a
flowers sticking through the urethra rod.
and then we pass it around, and it's the talking dick.
I love that.
I have
So
the cock. Instead of
whoever
I have
has the
punch.
talking dick
Yeah.
has the floor.
Yes.
Or the
That's
dick.
awesome.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It is huge. Like there's nobody's ever going to be able to take it.
No.
I kind of want to see Bianca take that.
Fuck you.
No. I,
You know
I
what?
remember the one
I think
time.
all of us want to
My
see Bianca
boyfriend?
take it.
No, oh,
Sorry, I gotta get that plug in there.
okay, so yeah. See, well then that means
You
I have to
haven't
mention that I have a
plugged yourself yet.
That's right. I have a large penis. In case I hadn't said that yet, I hadn't said that. But her boyfriend, dear God, has a Coke can penis.
It's not a
Oh.
Coke can.
It's a Coke can
It is
penis.
not.
It's a Foster's can.
It's longer than a Coke can. That's true. That's a good point.
It's a very nice cock.
Well, on that positive note, so
When do I get to meet him?
Well, Matt, looks like it's me and you tonight.
all right, high five. Woo, yeah, woo. So make sure that you check out Club Sapphire if you're ever in Seattle, because that is our local club, and that
it's
is
amazing.
Best club that we've been to in a long time.
Voted
It's
West Coast Best Swing Club.
That's right. It was voted
For
that way in the
2016.
Lifestyle Awards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we'll see about this year too. See if it wins.
Yeah.
And of course, check out Tom's Trips, because they have trips going on all year long to places like here. Here we're at Hedonism too in Jamaica, but they have trips going to other places as well. And of course, we are hosting a trip coming up in late September of this year, and we'll do it every year after this as well. If you're watching this video 5 years from now, you just go to hedotakeover.com and you can check out the dates of that. And let's see what else we got. If you want to email us any questions, you can email us at...
info@everybodyswing.com.
There you go. I wanted you to say something. Babbling over here.
Well, you usually do babble.
Thank you. I love you too, baby.
I think every woman says that to her man.
Exactly. And of course, you can friend us on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all those things. So
We have a Pinterest?
we do have a Pinterest. It just has some swinging memes.
Nice.
What else are you gonna put on there?
Yeah.
You can tell I'm never on the internet.
We'll have to put some swinger crafts together for Pinterest.
There we go.
Costumes. What to do with
Yeah.
big, huge cocks.
There you go.
Fake and real.
You said the cock centerpiece, whatever.
Yeah.
With the metal rods and the flowers coming.
We could. We
go.
could. We
Yeah.
could do a whole thing on the Make-A-Willy kit.
Perfect. I love it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a lot of fun here. Have sex with a lot of people, and because that's
Yeah.
kind of the plan. And
That would be fun.
and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having
Thanks
us.
for having us on.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good one.